Hey there guys, this is Evan Paul and I am your host on the Panzers Daily today. And today we're going to be talking about the importance of mastering your left or your weak hand. Whenever you're actually playing, one thing that you'll notice is that you are going to naturally have a dominant hand and a non-dominant hand. This meaning that you're going to have one hand that you're going to be able to do just about everything you want to do with, whereas the other hand is going to kind of trail along and it's not going to be as strong. And this is a very, very frequently asked question on the Handpan forum as well as in the community. Sorry about that. But it is something that a lot of people actually don't know how to tackle or necessarily why it's important. So the phrase, "you're only as strong as your weakest link," definitely applies into the handpan world in this setting, because if you have one really, really strong hand and one hand that's weak, that you're not practicing leading your phrases or your paradiddles or your rudiments or whatever it might be that you're practicing, if you're not leading with one hand and then trying it out with the other hand, even if it's just doing the actual alternation with your hands, even if it's not actually doing like a whole phrase on your handpan, if you flip over your handpan and you're playing on the bottom side, you are going to want to be practicing all of those things both with the right hand lead and left hand lead. And this will hopefully, of course, make sure that you're being consistent on the strength of your hands. And of course, there's always going to be that feeling that your non-dominant hand is going to be weaker. There's always going to be that feeling where you're not as comfortable with it. But the way to overcome that is to simply practice with it more. If you know that you can learn something and master something with your right hand lead, assuming that your right hand is your dominant hand, then you're going to want to practice with your left hand lead. This being, they're going to want to practice the left hand lead more. They're going to want to practice it more intensively. You're going to want to practice it slower and speed it up faster than your dominant hand. And this will actually overcome the rather uncomfortable feeling that you'll begin to feel as you're playing more and more often. And of course, this is something that is player to player different. It's different between players, and you'll notice as you're playing more and more, you're practicing more and more. Just because there's, as far as I know, my research could be incorrect, there's more right-handed players, more right-hand dominant people in the world than there are left-handed. There are going to be a lot more people trying to actually strengthen their left hand, just because it's innately going to be stronger in most people, or weaker in most people. But yeah, you just have to do it. You know, I watched the TED Talk about doing things that you don't want to do, and realistically, if you push through those things that you don't want to do every day, you're going to overcome. You're going to overcome those things. You're going to be able to overcome any challenges that come your way, because even when the going gets tough, you're going to be able to persevere and push through it. So definitely practice, I'd say 50 to 70% more on your left hand or your weak hand, whichever it may be, your right or your left, but practice more on your non-dominant hand with the metronome, and that way you can start getting results and have less and less of that uncomfortable feeling coming out whenever you're trying to play multiple different patterns or phrases with right hand lead or dominant hand lead, and then your non-dominant hand lead. Because as you overcome those things, improvisation will become a lot easier, coming up with ideas, composing will become a lot easier, and all in all, everything that you'll be doing will become a lot easier. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and write them in the comment section. You can reach out to me at ask@thepanseries.com if you have any questions. That's the email address, or you can go to my website, thepanseries.com, and check out all of my content. There's books, there's shirts, there's there's posters that you can actually purchase if you love the content and kind of support me along the way, because the more support that I get, the easier it becomes to actually do this full time, dedicate my time to this, to bring this information and this knowledge to you guys. Or in addition, aside from that, you can actually join the community. There's the Pan Series community. Just go ahead and search that on Facebook, and there's a Pan Series Facebook page that it would mean a lot to me if you guys follow, if you're not already following it, of course. So yeah, that's the end of the video, and I can't wait to talk to you guys next time.